what in the 20s is going
in the 20s?
Think about
The 20s,
what
baby.
Plenty. What in the 20s is
I
going
am
here
for
for
my
my
20s, baby.
This is the 20s.
Welcome back to the podcast. I'm your host, Ntsei, and this is What's in the 20s, a podcast where you listen to me grow through it, baby. Today's episode is so crazy. Hi. I am with, I don't know, I always refer to you guys as my sisters because it feels like at this point that's what
we are sisters. Yeah.
But yeah, we're sitting here. Yo, I want to do these intros, hey? With Ntsei Sky, so fly, you can't deny. No.
It's Ntsei Sky so fly that you can't deny, aka Petty Cash and Petty Money, Petty Cash.
Oh,
aka
get into it!
The breadwinner.
What's the breadwinner? You bring up the bacon. Daddy's home. And we've got Gontse. You know, what's your...
Hi. I don't have an intro like
Pucci
that.
pie?
So, yeah. Hi. Yeah, I'm Gontse.
Yeah. I guess for context, we've been friends for 20 years now. The year was 2004. Summer
2003.
and 4.
Really?
It's 2003 for us.
Oh, yeah.
It's not.
Actually, it's 2003 for me.
Breaking my silence.
It's 2003 for me and you. You're the one that came a year later.
You guys, we all met the same year.
I'm gonna tell the story.
I will narrate.
They are
this.
liars.
I moved to Polokwane in the year 2004, and that's where we started. We all our moms went to the same church essentially, and then we all ended up going to the same school, like a Christian school and stuff like that. And because our moms were super close, we all started seeing each other around. The year was 2004 because I was in Durban in 2003.
I love the story.
Yeah, and it's just I guess we've just kind of stuck it through for, I mean, now we're like
20
adults.
plus.
We've seen each other in so many different phases and all of that kind of stuff. Like, it's actually so crazy when you think about 20
years. 2 decades. Who does that?
But that's, pardon?
Do you guys, I feel like you guys won't. Do you guys remember, I know we were 4, but do you guys remember anything about when we first met each other? Or the earliest memory of how it was when we met each other?
No, I don't.
No, I just remember us at school. That's literally...
I remember us at church mostly.
I remember both.
Oh, you remember
that's
everything.
cute.
Yeah, I think for Zama, I don't remember when we met exactly, but one of my earliest memories is when she gave me chicken pox.
Oh.
That's why the mark on my nose.
Oh, Zama, that's you.
That's you,
I'm responsible. Accusations. Accusations.
And then
Really,
when
wasn't
you
me?
I don't remember when. I just remember that you were so cool because remember you had those retainer things.
Yes.
Like
Oh,
the
yeah,
purple ones.
yes.
That's one of the earliest memories I have.
Oh, that's
And
so
you always came with steers.
I did.
Yes, that's what we always speak about.
Everyone always remembers me
we
for that.
had a normal bread and all of that, and this hand is coming with steers.
Yes,
Day to day.
My mom said I'm not part of this. I'm not doing that. Ripster beggar, rave beggar, bread pack.
Rave burger.
Oh my days. But you know what I find so interesting? So the roots I wanted to take this conversation today was essentially speaking about friendship breakups and stuff like that, because I think we've seen a lot of this in our time, and we've just, it's a really great thing to say we've been friends for this long because people are struggling.
Yeah.
And I even put up a whole poll situation thing on my Instagram. I was asking people talk to me about your friendships and stuff. But now what I'm realizing, people are struggling to make friends. People are really... It's not easy nowadays to make friends and stuff like that. I don't know. Why do you think that is?
Especially as adults. I feel like as adults now, we already have our own opinions. We have our own experiences. We've got past friendship breakups. We're wary. We're oh my God, I don't want to,
Is that something that you feel like?
I feel
do you easily make friends right now?
I don't. And I think exactly for that, I went through a lot of friendship breakups. Let me not say a lot, but I mean, I've been through my fair share. Breaking my silence.
What's the girl?
One thing about me, I will cut a friend off.
What's the girl?
But yeah, so I think as an adult, it's just really hard to make friends. Like, you've been through it, you don't want to go through it again. And friendship breakups really hurt. Like, it hurts. You really trust this person. You feel like, oh, this is my person for life. This is like my kid's auntie. And then they're not there anymore.
Hey, this is my kid's auntie.
Sure.
Oh,
But you think about
that's how it
things like
is.
that. Like, you fantasize like, yo,
in the future, we're gonna be pregnant together. We're gonna
and now like all those dreams are just
I
like,
don't know, lie. I've never had those thoughts with anyone besides you guys. Those are my kids' aunties. Aunties. Let's relax now.
But isn't that another thing too? It's like we're so close that we don't know how to like extend this like type of relationship to other people, you know? And that's also what makes it so tough is like we feel so safe, yeah? So, okay, another thing is we're so high maintenance. Like in our friendship, we speak every single day. We have a group chat, we this and that. Like it's so... And I mean, and it's not a bad thing, you know, it's really cool. Like,
It
it's
works for
like,
us.
Yeah.
But it makes us so codependent on each other, you know. I even remember, for example, guys, like my mom's funeral, you know, I was so shocked. I just turn around and I see these two girls walking in, you know. I'm in Durban this time, you know. I wasn't replying to anyone and stuff.
Durban nights I
The shock of my life, like these girls are like the type who will just show up for anything and everything, whether I ask or like I don't or whatever. And like... But it's like it's just like you're willing to put in that much like support and effort, but like it's so weird when you realize like, are you able to extend that like elsewhere, you know? Like I feel like there's so much I'm willing to do for you guys, but that's because it's like it's safe
We're
here,
sisters,
and I get
yeah.
so afraid of like opening my heart up elsewhere
other
because then I'm like,
people.
oh my gosh, like if this person hurts me, like I will spiral. Like
Yep.
I wouldn't know what to do with myself, you know. And I feel like there've been moments in our lives where we're realizing we're going through a friendship breakup with other people, and when we speak to each other about it, like we can feel the anger, we can feel the pain, like guys, like this is like it's breaking my spirit. I remember like this one time even when you were screaming at the phone, Finn, like you're just
Oh, how are you gonna get into that? Deep sigh.
You know, when you were asking about making friends and all of that, I feel like I stand to be corrected, but I feel like I'm correct. You guys make friends more regularly than I do for the most part.
Yeah, actually.
And so I make a friend every 5 years, every 10 years, I make one friend. Like,
No, it's true.
like
It's true.
I've made 2 friends in the past year. For instance, with Mary Jane,
Yes,
I
yeah.
literally met her last year. So I don't, and before that, I don't remember the last time I met a new friend. And the thing is that and you guys know this very well, I go hard. And I think that's when you're like, can you extend that to the next person? I feel like I can. And that's also probably why I don't make friends very regularly, because I know that when we decide that we're going to be friends,
We're locked in. Like,
I
it's a for life
am
thing.
there.
yeah, you guys
I'm
take friendships very,
very,
seriously.
especially me. I take it to the heart. Like I'm the kind of
She's
person like
especially
me.
your heart.
Yeah, especially no, like me. No, me. I take it serious. Look, if we're going to fight at 3 a.m., I will be there in the bonnet. Like, so what's up? No context, no backstory, and what about it? You know. So I think also I'm very guarded in that way, because by the time I'm like, yeah, this person is definitely my friend, I go so hard. And then unfortunately there's a time where you said this and you're like, oh, and so you're such a ride or die, and you be dying.
I woke it up.
And you know, and the me dying every time is what had me standing on top of the table, screaming into the phone and crashing out.
Okay, hold on. Let's talk about that. Well, not that, but I mean the whole idea of like, have you been in situations where you felt like you were pouring more than the other person, where it wasn't reciprocated, but like in this friendship you're doing the most, you're supporting, you're like just everything, and it just felt like they weren't meeting you back,
And they
in
don't
the same
see
way.
your efforts. And I've definitely been through that. And
You're gonna break your silence, my girl.
I don't know if I want to be the one to break it. Do you want to break it?
What are you breaking?
Talk us through it.
So, as Zama said in the beginning, we've been sisters for 20 years. But it wasn't just the 3 of us, you know.
So spicy. It wasn't, you know.
It wasn't.
This is the point where, like, in the editing, it wasn't just the 3 of us, and it goes black and white, and they do the zoom, the backstory.
Yeah, so we did have a fourth friend, and
Actually, we were 5.
we were 5 actually. Yeah.
Unfortunately, when we were 14, one of our friends passed away.
Yeah.
And that was a tough one.
Yeah,
That
it was
hit
really
us.
hard.
Yeah.
Then we were 4.
Then we were 4. And you know, when Zama's talking about overextending yourself in friendships and the person doesn't like see your efforts or reciprocates, that was that fourth friend for me personally. And I felt like I kept, like, she was my girl, like we did everything together. And you know, towards the end of, like, you know, because we constantly had to forgive this person, like all of us, you know, and overlook a lot of things, because that's our sister, guys. Like, we're sisters. Like,
it's family.
It's family. We knew each other since we were 4.
Right,
that's my
Dom
sis. Dom Toretto.
Yeah, like
Literally.
Yeah.
And yeah, I think that's one friendship where I felt like I did pour a lot in, and at the end it was just all thrown back into my face, you know.
How does it feel, you know, like realizing that you're at the end of a relationship, like before you guys like have the conversation, but like realizing like actually
This is it.
Yeah, like what does that feel like, you know, because it's heartbreaking, right? Like how do you even take that step to be like, I don't think we can progress this any further and everything? Because I think also like we try to save it, you know, and all of that kind of stuff.
We all have like a threshold. Like, it's always like, okay, this happens, it's fine, we're gonna overlook it. Okay, this happens, we're gonna, and then like by the 10th time you're like, actually,
you know, for me, it
I'm
was
the dumb one here.
Yeah, you're such a stupid.
When you're looking at yourself in the mirror, like, oh, am I
For me, it was so, like, it was hard because I would speak to like you guys about it, and I would speak to my partner at the time, and I think at some point he was like, my old partner was like, you keep saying this, girl, like you're so conflicted. You're always like, no, you don't know what to do, but the person keeps screwing you over, and you keep forgiving them, and you feel like you're unfortunately faced with the reality that you might have to let this person go, but you don't. Like, the good person in you doesn't want to let them go.
Yeah.
So it's very conflicting.
It's so painful.
And it's so painful, and you feel so bad because, like we said, we've been friends, family, since we were 4. So it's kind of like a marriage. It's friends, it's family involved, so you kind of know that there's children, you know. So when it ends, like, you're gonna have to kind of give
There's children involved.
you're gonna have to go back and explain to the whole community, and you don't want to put people in that situation.
But that's
you know?
another thing too, like how when people are so used to seeing you with someone, they're always gonna ask you about
oh
it.
my
And that's the thing
word,
about
the
friendship
trigger.
breakups. Yeah, you're constantly.
The lady that did my hair
being-
asked me, "Hey, where's that?" I said, "Oh, focus on the braiding."
Don't ask me.
I don't
You
know.
don't see me with her.
Yeah.
Don't
It's
ask.
like, it's like you're constantly grieving that relationship and stuff like that. Like, I think, I don't know, what would you say is the secret to like our long lasting friendship? Because it's not easy, you know. I'm being so serious, guys. Like, I'm someone who makes friends very easily. I have quite a lot of friends. But I can't say, like, I don't always feel like the best friend, if that makes sense. By that, I mean, I'm just always occupied or busy. Like, some months I just won't text or, you know, and I'm hoping that, like, we're still cool type of a situation, and like things will happen when we drift apart and all of, like, I'm just used to like all of that, you know. But I think if you're able to have a long-term relationship, like, and it's so close, like, you know, and like how ours essentially, like, we really pour into each other and we're very intentional about how we do it. But like, how do you think we've managed to do it for this long? And yeah, because I think a lot of people think like keeping a friendship is so hard, you know. I'm busy with my
Effort.
own life, I'm going through like my own depression or my difficulties and challenges, like I can't even pour into this right now.
Guys, you know, I low-key feel like it's because we met each other when we were 4.
Yeah,
Like, we were young.
Yeah.
Like, we saw each other through like all stages, literally. Like, we've seen our personality, like, everyone have their own personalities, have their different friendship groups. Like, we really know each other, bro. Like, we know each other. Like,
I feel like it's also effort. Like, one thing, especially me, you guys, I'm always the long distance friend. I've always been the friend that lives far
So
away.
far.
So far, you know.
so far.
So far. So especially for me, I have to put a lot more effort into my friendships because I take them very seriously. I'm not going to be like, but I'm far away. So I remember we would come to your house in Joburg from PLK when we were in high school. We'd keep in contact. Like, we're always trying to find out how each person is doing, what they need. So you're not going to have a long-lasting friendship like ours if you're not going to put the elbow grease, you know? And the more you talk, it gets effortless.
Because I feel like even what I'm saying where I can be so terrible where I won't talk and stuff, like you would call me, you know, even though I would just be in my own world, or you would call and be like, Zama, do you hate me? Like, talk to me.
Yeah, like, are we fighting, dog? Like, what's going on?
And like, I really appreciate that, like, you know, I always say, like, guys, please don't give up on me. Like, I swear, like.
That's why I call you even when your phone's on D&D.
I was about to say, we're going through the D&D.
We're going through the D&D.
You guys will find my do not disturb. Reaching.
So what did I tell you?
Desperation. I'm desperate to talk to you guys.
But I even think, guys, oh man, like even when you call me, all right, I'll be like watching something and I see incoming call, and it'll be like, hello.
Also, someone's the type to low-key ignore him.
She's like, it's me time.
It's like, hold on. The Michael Jackson, the gun down.
You'll call me, yeah? So I'm like, okay, cool. Hello, how are you? Good, thanks. And you're like, I'm good. And I'm just like,
what is this call about? I just want to hear you breathe, Zay.
Exactly. That's what I realized. Like, you guys just want company. Like, you just...
the other day we were on the phone now. Zama killed me. Like, I think a week ago we were on the phone. And then we just, especially because we do the calls a lot, like we just hang on the phone.
Yeah.
So Zama's like, so Gontse is like frying eggs there. And I'm like, at work, I'm typing. And then Zama's like, I think we've reached the point where the call has to end now. I'm like, no,
we're literally, it feels like we're together.
She's like, no, we're not doing anything. I'm like, but that's the whole point.
Like no one is saying anything. You guys are occupied with your life. And you're like, no, why are you leaving? What's up? Like,
we're living the life together.
Going too soon? And that's the thing, like it's so I don't know, I think it's really beautiful when like you're surrounded by people who actually just want to be in the moment with you, who actually just want to experience life with you. And I don't know, I always describe like our personalities are very different. Like I think
that's
the Powerpuff Girls is the easiest way to describe
who like describe each person in this friendship for you.
I think Bubbles, for sure. You guys always say that. You even call me Zama Berry.
Yeah. Why do you say that?
Oh, so I'm just like the sensitive, just
very friendly with everyone.
Yeah, very empathetic.
Yeah. Yes.
Like Bubbles.
Yes.
Like
very
you
true.
know.
Very true.
I guess you guys can say for yourself, what do you feel like you are?
I think it's very obvious. You're Blossom. Very girly.
Very girly.
Pink everything. Just wants to be like,
Like
very whimsical. Like Gontse is the delusional one.
I am.
She's the delusional one. Very whimsical. Very in the sky friend.
Yes. And you're definitely Buttercup. Buttercup.
Yeah, Buttercup.
Very like, she will square up. Don't mess with me.
why is that the first thing?
She actually even did that at the beginning.
The best way. Like
actually, one thing you were saying yesterday, like, oh, I feel like you're so serious.
Yeah.
But it's like you would go to war for your friends. Like you would like I don't know, the way you're just very protective and all the rest. You're not like a people pleaser and anything. Like you're just you're quite
I'm very honest. I'm not gonna bullshit you. Oh,
Asander.
Yeah, no, you're gonna have to cut the one out. Like,
let's take it back.
Sorry, let's start that again. But basically, I'm an honest friend. I will go to war for you. I'm very protective. Also, when you have friends that are very like whimsical and very empathetic, and people tend to take advantage of that. And I unfortunately always have the foresight to see those kind of people. And it always comes across like I don't like certain people, but it's like usually I can just see.
Third eye.
Well, yeah, I can always see where something is going. And I just like to I like to protect what's mine usually, and I think I'm very logical for the most part.
Yeah, you are.
But like I think even just to like, even though we're different, to go back to even why I think we've been so long lasting is because we share the same principles and values. And I think, as you said, since we were 4, like we all went to like very Christian schools. Our moms are very similar. The way we were raised was very similar.
Yeah.
So I feel like that's also what's helped so much is like we as different as we are, we always come to that same common ground, you
Yeah.
know? There was this, I guess I'll talk about it. There was this moment, like the first time, I think, where Gontse and I like experienced a bit of like conflict, right? And it was like a shock because we don't fight, like guys. We're always good, you know? But like it was so interesting because both of us in the moment like realized we don't want to fight, like, you know? And it was interesting because like, so for
Is this
her...
the one for 2 weeks ago or something?
Yeah, maybe a month.
Yeah, maybe a month. So like for her instincts was to like try hold me to calm me down and be like, we're all good. For me, like I received
at
that
me.
as like, Tala, this is not you.
This is not you, baby. It's me. It's Gontse. Look at me. I don't know you like this.
I'm like, I don't want to be touched right now. Like I'm feeling like my emotions are so much. And it's like, it's interesting because now we're like learning each other in a different way. But like, I think more than anything in that moment, we both were very clear on the fact that like, we can't be fighting, like, you know. And
Why do you think we don't fight though also?
I think because we eventually see things the same way. I don't know how to explain it, but it's like, yeah, even though it might take a while to get there, it's like we're very understanding and have grace for each other, in my opinion.
Also, guys, knowing each other, like I said, like we really know each other. Like, friend, I know you'll never have bad intentions. Like, I know you. Do you get what I'm saying? Like,
You
I know,
always know good intentions in your
like, do you get what I'm saying? Like, and now you just met someone 2 years ago, and then they're fighting you. You don't know what the hidden what's
Exactly.
are. But now when you grew up with someone, it's like, dude, I know you. I know this. There's no malice in this. I know there's no like.
This isn't you.
This isn't like this isn't you. Focus.
The people that are making friends now, how can they, like, for us being friends for a long time brought us here? What if I meet, or what if someone meets someone tomorrow and they're trying to get that to like this?
How do
point?
you get past? Yeah, I would genuinely say like it takes having grace, you know, like it takes genuinely being able to like step outside yourself and realize like we are two different people coming together, you know, and they have now 20 years of life before you, or whatever odd years and stuff like that. So like the way of the way that they deal with things are so different from the way that you will deal with things, and it's going to be challenging. But like I think if you have the same goal, which is what I'm saying, is like I feel like we have the same goal of like we're sisters, like come on, you know, like you know, those are points where Gontse was even like, Zama, I feel like this is silly, like let's just say, you know, and maybe it's important to sometimes say like, you know, what we're arguing about is quite silly. Like we don't, and like sometimes you want to validate our anger so much and our pain. So like, and you have to realize that like, is it important to be right, or is it important to save the relationship? Like what's important? Yeah. Like sometimes you just want to be heard so bad, but it's like, you're extending a drama that doesn't even need to happen. Like you're actually being like, you know, and I think we've seen that in a few friendship breakups in our lives where like things would end over something that's so like, what? That didn't need to, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it's like, it didn't need to get there, you know? And I think that's something I think with that maturity, you can think and be like, hey guys, it actually doesn't need to go there, you know? We can actually just squash
Standing on top
this
of tables, yelling into
now.
phones.
I feel like a conversation fixes everything, guys. In terms of
Yes.
relationships, friendships,
Mara,
anything,
no,
guys. A conversation like can fix everything.
Mara.
No, I'm being for you. Don't like conversation.
No, I love conversations, but with someone that is willing to have honest conversations.
That's fair.
The problem with the lost girlie,
Yeah, you didn't want to have a conversation with her.
How do you guys feel
said
about
no.
someone who's so adamant about being your friend? Like, you know, because I've seen that also on TikTok. There was this girl speaking about like how she will never be friends with someone who's like, so they use the word like desperate to be your friend or whatever it is. But like, as I'm saying, people are struggling to make friends. Like they want friends and stuff. So like they see you, they're like, oh, I'm vibing with you. And now they genuinely are putting that intention to be like, let's hang out.
wanna be your friend.
How does that make you feel like when you realize someone is so like...
It's scary because it's like, why do you want to be my friend so bad? Like,
I don't think desperation is good for anything.
well, even relationships. Yes,
yeah,
yes,
because
yeah.
you're desperate, you're starving, you're going to eat anything, and even the thing that's not good to quench the hunger. So
people really desire that
Yeah.
connection, you know, and that's what makes me sad. Is like there are lots of people who are so lonely and like they don't know like, well, what do I do, you know?
or some people feel like the friends that they have, they're not like, I feel like the kind of friendship we have, like we can stop being friends with all our other friends as long as we all friends. Like that's fine.
Say it, dog.
Oh no, I don't mean it in that way. Like
My friends listen to this.
listening. What do you
no, also friends must. But I'm saying. But what I'm trying to say is that we feel like it's us against the world. You know what I mean? For the most part, like some people feel like, even though I'm friends with Zama still has Gontse and Ntsei. Like I will never have like that one friend that is mine. You know,
And that hurts.
yes, like
right?
you're part of a group, but you still don't feel like I have that friend that's gonna get behind
They
me.
feel like they're extra, essentially.
Yeah, they feel like they're extra friends to all the friendship groups that they
And
have.
that's so the floating friend. I've heard
Yes,
that
you have
people
you have
call it.
all friends, but you don't
You-
feel like this is my girl. You know what I mean?
I don't know. We're gonna answer some questions and dilemmas that I put out because stuff is getting real tense, and I'm like,
There's a
yeah,
lot going
yo,
on. A lot
I can
going
feel
on.
it. Yeah, but hey Zay, how do I relate with my friend who is now richer than me? Or when she's richer than me?
That's so crazy. Like the tax bracket, that actually must be very tough, because let's just say you guys grew up like going to get kotas in the corner. That's how you guys bonded, like getting a savannah. And then now she's just like, no, babe, I only drink istrope. Like I only drink this and this. I only go to Marble and I only go to this. Like, how do you guys, like, where do you guys meet? Like, you know, especially because now maybe she's also doing international trips, like if she's rich. And then when you can't even go to a young Hartis.
It's really
Like, where do you
tough.
guys meet?
I don't know. I think about like in our relationship how we will tell each other when we don't have funds. We were like,
Yeah.
hey guys, I'm actually down bad
Yeah.
and stuff. But not everyone feels like they have
Comfortable.
enough to say that to be
Yeah,
like, yo,
yeah,
I actually can't keep up. You know,
Yeah.
you've been saying, let's
The
do this, let's do
lifestyle,
this.
yeah.
Now you're
Yeah.
making loans.
Yeah,
And all
loans.
that. Taking out loans.
Yeah.
Finance. But it's so painful because how do you even relate? You know, like how
Yeah.
do you...
The best thing you can do is share.
Just be honest.
Also share. Like if you have enough money to buy istrope, just buy a 6, dude.
like for
3
both
for
of
you,
us.
3 for
Like,
me.
yeah, let's do
like
it.
just
Yeah.
try and that's a friend that really wants to see you up as well. They're going to share and make sure that we're in this together, because we're not gonna pop at the same time. So you need
But
to hold
that's very...
space.
that's so
And people are not
real
willing,
when-
especially girls, let's be honest now, a lot of girlies are not willing to put that like, friend, you're just killing my aesthetic. No, go out. What's wrong with paying like for all of us? Like you've clearly got it like
got
that.
it, yeah,
Shout out
yeah.
to you. But if you really love your friend and you're about them like that, you'd hold that kind of space, or just do something that they can relate to. Like you don't have to pitch the standard. You know they're not gonna meet you there.
Yeah. Like meet each other.
Yeah, meet each other and do something that they can clearly still do. So
Another one goes, how do you let go of a friend that you love, but your intuition tells you to leave because it isn't safe?
Yo, I know this one very well.
Oh, talk to us.
Mic check.
Peter, can you just up the volume?
Wait, just
You know, that person at the back has something to say.
You know the you know when you're the guy managing the spotlight is like,
Yes, my dear.
like, I think it's just really hard, guys. You'll literally love someone, like you love that friend so bad, but then you realize, long term, this one, it's not gonna work.
But now, so they're asking, how do you let go? Like,
Yo,
and you love them.
you have to put yourself first, guys.
there's no good way to do it. You
just
gotta
put yourself
ghost.
first. Yeah, not ghost. Okay, yeah, ghost.
How?
Communicate.
How?
Communicate. Of course,
We
you guys
just
have to
spoke about how
communicate.
everything can be fixed in the conversation.
Exactly. I think
That's the thing. That's not the type of one to fix for conversation, because it's an intuition thing. There's nothing to fix conversation.
And it could cause more
You
drama,
can,
like
though.
saying,
You think
hey,
so?
my guts is telling me.
Yes, like you have to like
Conversation can fix gut feeling, friend.
no, but you have to like, if that's your friend, you can't just like ghost. You know, you have to be like, hey
Yeah.
friend, so this has been the situation, and I feel like we're not really connecting on this and this, or I feel like
We're
we're
not
always
really-
clashing.
Oh, yes,
You're always fighting me
yes,
at groove. Why?
yes.
What's going on? Like, what's,
yes,
what's wrong? You know what
yes.
I'm saying? So maybe
Yeah.
let's just take a break.
I think that's a nice
And then
way
never
to
come
do
back.
it.
Yeah, and then never come back because
But when I said ghosts,
What do you do when your best friend literally stole your entire personality? Oh.
hey, you can relate to this
I
one, my
know.
lady.
I'm like, why do I relate to everything? Yo,
I cannot escape. I cannot come out.
mama.
Yeah. My dear.
Yo.
Okay. Oh, let me think. Stole your entire personality is crazy. But you know, that's the thing. I think there's like a point where you're inspired by your friend. You know, you
Yes.
like the way
There's
they
a
dress.
fine
you like the way-
line.
and then it's
line.
like now you're imitating.
Now
your
we have the
friend
exact same
and-
wardrobe. Now you're everywhere I go, you wanna go. All my friends you're trying to make friends with.
I think you also need to be wary about stuff like that, because sometimes that person could be looking at you with envy, you know?
Yeah.
And when when it moves from I admire this person to envy,
Yeah.
you start having bad intentions for them, that you would be willing to throw them under the bus, you know, in order to get their life or get the access that they have and stuff like that. And so I will say, like, always trust your spirit of discernment, you know, when you realize that, like, this person's actually gunning for me. And sometimes people don't know the point of, like, to stop. You know, and if you just keep accepting it, before you know it, they're out here hiding you in a dungeon, you know, and like literally living your life.
Dungeon.
Your life is in danger.
Now they like change your name and all of that.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, the movies, man. But yeah, it's just all the works. But yeah, let's keep going. This person says male friendships are scams and toxic.
I'm going to be very quiet.
That boys' club mentality is trash.
I'm going to shut up my mouth. I have nothing to say about boy friendships.
Yeah, I don't know how much we can speak on it if it's not our lived experience, but I think we can recognize. I think we can speak for the fact that like bro code doesn't always exist, and we've seen it.
It's non-existent.
Oh, wake it up.
Like
My contribution.
We be knowing too much. It's like the guys. I don't know. It's painful to realize like men don't support each other like that. Men use each other in certain ways and stuff, and then you see them crashing out on Twitter venting about it. Like,
you stole my car and you were driving spiritedly.
Oh, men don't communicate. Men don't like talking about feelings, and that's why they keep saying girls have drama. You guys have drama. We never have drama.
It's because you guys sing for us.
And you guys build like it just builds up. Like you just keep quiet and let your boy be.
I love my
and then
boys,
vent to
though.
us.
I love my boys though.
Yeah, but I think we can also like agree that like sometimes these boy groups they're not as healthy as they could be and stuff like that, and it's quite alarming to see, because like boys love to keep the image of like we ride for each other, it's the boys and stuff like that, but like when you actually find out what's going on in there, there's a lot of
it's messed up.
Yeah, there's a lot of
Date him when
dizziness.
you'll be saying, and you know babe, I've always known
Peter.
that Vusi was against me. Ever since I got that M4, he's been always snapping in my car. Boy, when I date him, you'll realize how he truly feels about his friends.
Feels. Yeah, that's very true. That's very true.
Then after that, then literally that'll be the day before. You see him with the friend the next day. You know,
Boys for life, ride or die.
you know what said can never be what broken can never be broken. Like, and they do the story in black and white.
Yeah.
The friendship was going hard.
But last night he was
I remember when
venting.
it was so
Last
serious,
night,
like, I can't understand, he always gets like this.
He gets like this. I hate him. Like, babe, I don't know what to do. Like,
Okay.
Yeah, I think, okay. Anyways, I find myself wondering if I actually like having friends most of the time.
Everyone,
easy one. Men hang out. Actually, I don't mess with y'all.
who are these?
Protect your peace. Protect your peace. Hold on, let's see this one. The older you get, you'll sort of attract friends that will want to compete with you. It's hardly genuine. She had it all when we were growing up, but failed to accept other people's breakthroughs. I cut her off because I couldn't join in on the hate. Otherwise, if you're able to categorize friendships as per need, you'll be okay. Some areas, in fact, don't require friends.
I also am a believer that know your friends. There's friends that you can go out with. There's friends that are all-rounders, like us. There's friends that you go to for certain things, and that's what they're good at, and that's something I learned the hard way. Like, I can't have everyone being my best friend. I love my friends so bad, you know, but I have certain friends I can do this with them. Some friends I do that with them. I need this person for that. This one gives me this and I give them that, and that's all I'm going to get from that, and that's what works for us. I shouldn't now want to take them to my home and introduce them to my whole village. Sometimes it's never that serious. We're just having a good time, and that's okay.
And I think it's also like important to like recognize when you should separate from a friend. So, you know, like they're those friends who they're nice to you but mean to everyone else. So I feel like that's what's happening here, which you're saying like was just not happy for everyone else's breakthroughs and stuff, that you had to separate because you don't want to join in on that hate. And I think it's okay to be like, even though you're not doing anything to me, like I can't be around that energy where this is who you are, because one day they will do it to you. You know, like you're not exempt, you're not special, you're not like one day it will be your turn.
yeah,
you know,
I'm a victim to that. Like, you become friends
my
with
friend, you
another one.
you like
Girl. Okay.
No, just like when you become friends with someone and then you see how they treat their other friends and you're like, no, she'll never do that to me. Or no, like, no, man, I see how she talks about her friends, but she'll never talk about me like that. Or,
that time they're on the blogs,
that
they're on Reddit, there's so much shit.
Kanti. So,
man.
yeah, no, I feel
And it's so painful when you find out these things,
Yeah.
like, like, we kicking, but this is how you
This is
feel.
how you feel about me. You're talking about
guys.
all 4 of your friends like that. And I thought, oh, you definitely don't talk about. I'm different. We're different. We got a different bond.
But it's the same. I mean, I know this isn't on the friendship chat. It's the same with like men, like the partners you choose. Like just because they're nice to you and mean to everyone else, like
yes,
yo, you gotta be
100%.
guys.
Oh,
One day it'll be
the
your
tables
turn.
will turn, guys.
you'll
One thing about the
sooner
tables,
or later,
guys, they always turn. They will always turn.
Just yeah. Anyways, the last one I'm gonna read is, so this girl made a friend at work, right? And she was saying that when she was promoted twice from work, that friend never wished her well. In all my supporting endeavors and winning competitions in my adult life for solo competitions, which was massive for me as a person who did team sports, but I never ever got the feeling that she supported me. And she never verbalized it. Oof, guys. You know when you're posting on your story good things and people are just watching but they have nothing to say to you? Like,
monitoring spirits, lurking, dark souls.
I emotionally felt betrayed by this, amongst other things, as I would give up seeing people to go and support her ambitions in soccer. We still work together and she was promoted to my junior assistant, but we have no friendship, which still hurts. Seeing how she has made new friends that do all the things we said we would never do has made me realize how much people change. I have found a new job and will be resigning soon. And it hurts that once I leave that job, that this is the clear
It's done.
ending,
Yeah,
that our
it's
paths
definitely
separate.
done, yeah.
I love and miss her dearly, but I need friends and family around me who support me. And if you can't do it loudly, even just to me, I can't do it.
That's so
poetic.
deep. Yeah, that's
This
really
is the
deep.
peace that you cannot buy.
Oh.
What did
End of an era.
What did Mang Mang say? Things change, people change, feelings change too.
Never thought the circumstances
Would have changed you. It's, guys, that's the thing. When I speak about like the pain of losing a friend, like it's not just, okay, we're done and we move on. Like you feel it all the time. Sometimes you'll be hanging out with people and you wish, I wish this person
Yeah,
was
we would have
here.
laughed at
You know, we
this,
would have
or-
laughed
yeah,
at this.
yeah,
we would have
yeah.
this. Like it's so
Sure.
That's one thing, Loki, I can't relate to.
really.
Like I
It's both of us just on some like,
no, like
you're like, oh.
no, and I'm really not even trying to be edgy. Like I had this one friend, we both loved Nicki Minaj. Like that's just the one thing that I can say I miss. Like when I see anything about Nicki, I'm like, oh, I know me and her would have probably been going. Like apart from that, I don't have any moment where I'm like, oh, this would have no. I don't know if that's like maybe it's a bit scary that I haven't had that, but
I don't know. Like
what it
maybe
is.
you're also just really good at letting go. If that makes
Yeah.
sense. Like your
Accepting.
attachment is accepting.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think it takes me like a bit longer. Like
Yeah, same.
I remember like the friendship breakup I went through in 2022. Like there would just be so many things where I would think, yeah, you're good over there.
We're also having flashbacks. We know about this.
You know, it's really, and I say this all the time. Like you
my
know,
eyes are even getting hot.
when they say like, what's that song? Please don't do it, because if one of us goes in, then we all go through it. And I feel like that's what happens. Is like when I go through something, we all go through it. When you go, like we're
I'm
all
so
feel-
sorry. I am the inheriting friend. Like
You'll inherit that beef.
I
You'll
will.
inherit
I
that,
will
like,
too.
forever. I don't want to know if you guys fixed it. I'm always there watching like a hawk.
But like, yeah, like I feel like I just remember so many things would make me think like I wish they were here, and it hurt so much because I was like, what do I do, you know, and this and that, and it's like and you know what the most painful thing is also is like the recovery. Like you just know it doesn't slap the same, even though like you talk through things. Like things have been said.
It's changed.
and
Things
it
have been
hurts.
said. Oh.
Also, what do
Can
you
we
guys
ever
think
go
about the
back?
second chance friends? Like people that stop being friends and then what do you guys think about like
It's so hard
like
for
the love
me.
back?
For me, it's really hard. Like after you spoke about me like that, you said all that stuff.
It feels like the trust is broken.
The trust
right?
is broken. Like it's done. Like I'm sorry, I can't do second chance because
I've never done
who's
that.
to say that it's not gonna happen again? You hurt me so bad. Like
Damn.
when you said all of that, and and now you want us to rekindle. Like, how?
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 Like
believe
that friend. No, what did you say? Gontse is what?
I was acting toxic, or
When did you realize all of this?
like, this is crazy.
I don't know. I believe in second chances. I believe in forgiveness. Y'all know me. Like,
Zama. Oh, that's my girl
Zebe.
down. That is my girl down. I trust you, friend.
I believe it was just in the moment things were just happening that was like, you know, I just know, like, as I'm saying, it just doesn't slap the same. Like, there's this thing that's like, that happened. But I do believe like you can recover. I really do.
Can't relate. I'm so sorry.
Now I know how you really feel about me.
I'm trying to walk with you, girl, but
I just
Stay
think
with me.
people-ish guys, I have so much grace. I feel like we're all in different places in our lives that trigger different things out of us. And I feel like maybe 5 years down the line, we just grow out of certain things. Like, like things happen.
5 years.
5. She said 5.
Oh, Zama, baby.
Oh, Zama, girl.
You guys have no
You're
hope.
so hopeful. Like,
I am. Because...
no, I'm
guys, I don't know. I really struggle with letting go. I'm like, you know me. Like, I'm just like, we built something good. We had something good.
Yeah, let's fight for this.
Let's work on it. Let's fix it. Let's build. But I get it because now we're just repeating the same. Like, do people really
I think
change?
it's gonna change. Or we just
Especially
rereading
now
the
how
same
you know
book.
when they really feel about it. Like now you know, like,
you guys remember the time when you first, like, when you were betrayed by your friend, like how you guys were acting? See, with you, I always remember that long ride on the N1.
Oh wow, yeah.
I was spiraling. I was hurt.
It was a trio
I think
friendship.
she need like that paper bag at some point. Like she couldn't breathe.
Yeah, friend, that was a lot.
Oh, I had like an anxiety attack later because it was so
friend.
like that's the thing. It hurts. Like friendship breakups hurt me, guys, because we've shared so much, and now I'm like, this person's not in my life. So I just had so much anxiety that like now everyone's trying to calm me. They're like, "Someone breathe." I'm like, I can't breathe. I'm like, don't tell me to breathe.
What's that TikTok? Breathe.
Yeah, exactly. It felt like that because. It's so pain, and maybe that's my issue. It's like I can't let go, and I need to learn that like when it's time, when it's served its purpose, it's time. And like you guys have helped me through you guys have helped me heal a lot of pain. I guess like hearts you did not break type of situation, you know, like and I'm grateful for that. Like I think so like even when I'm reading, you know, the stuff that you guys have sent me, support is a big thing. I'm realizing that's the theme. You don't feel supported by your friends, and I think. It hurts, like that thing when they're not like I feel like with us every time something good happens we're like, oh my god, like that's amazing,
and you know they're genuinely happy for you,
and it feels so, like we're so blessed. I also want to make time. I know I'm always the sentimental person, but like we're so blessed to have. I don't think we realize what a blessing and how much we really have to thank God for that there's no envy and all the rest, that they genuinely, because I feel like if you're down, if your money's not up, I'm also gonna be down. Like I like to see you up. Like when you win, I feel like we're winning.
winning.
Like that's what it feels
sure.
like. And I think, guys, I don't know. I really would hope that you find people who are genuine about you, who are genuine about your passions, your dreams, your goals, who are excited about it. Like if I'm talking to them about a thing I'm thinking about, I'm like, hey guys, you want to be on the podcast? Everyone's like, yeah, you know, like it's nice when people are into what you're doing, and I hope that those are the friendships you connect yourself to. I feel like we can talk forever on friendships. We should probably do another episode. You guys can send through
about trio friendships, because we're
gonna talk about the trio.
Oh, and we're gonna debunk that.
We're gonna
let's
talk about the
trio friendships. Get behind me.
We know all about but I think for today we've covered quite a bit. We will do another episode for sure, but I just truly I don't know, guys, we're in an epidemic of like people are lonely, like people are not
man.
and friendships are hard,
and it's hard to come across genuine people, genuine friends.
But I do want to thank you. Your time, your efforts, your opinions, your advice, your energy, your love.
You know we love you, girl. We would have been in
Down.
heartbeats.
Exactly.
Down. My mom loves you.
We love her. Oh, we so miss her. We still love her.
You guys are her daughters, she always says, you know. So, yeah.
Oh, we love her down. Oh, Notando, that was a good woman.
she was a
She was a good. They don't make them like that.
But yeah, I guess just to say goodbye. I don't know. Do you want to plug your socials? You know, let them know where to find you.
Gontse on Twitter, Instagram. Yeah.
Ntsei Sky on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok. Follow me.
As always, I'm sending my love. Goodbye.
What in the 20s is going
In the
on?
20s,
Think about
yeah.
the 20s, baby.
Plenty.
What in the 20s is going on? Here for my 20s, baby. This is the 20s.